I think Gold Coast gets a bad rap for, people that aren't from here, or even people that are here don't know about the arts and culture side of the coast.
I've had a turbulent relationship with the Gold Coast growing up. I used to just resent it here because I felt like I never belonged, and that I belonged in Sydney, Melbourne, New York, London, where there was more of a progressive culture with communities and art.
If you see where it was 10 years ago versus now, the scene has changed heaps, and it's like we're just on the precipice of what it's about to be. It's going to be a huge city. Everyone's moving here, everyone wants to be here.
In the last couple of years, we've received some funding from the City of Gold Coast, which has been so helpful. It hasn't been a lot, but it's just been something to keep things, activities, workshops, galleries flowing. It gives us the opportunity to put energy into gallery openings and things like that. And I've noticed just a few other opportunities for artists in the last few years, definitely.
The City of Council has a big arts and culture sector that offers a lot of grants. So whether it's small grants for $5,000 or under, or bigger ones, I think up to maybe $20,000, really supportive, really specific to either emerging or young or really project specific.
We exhibited this year in Sydney at the Affordable Art Fair, so we got a grant to help fund that in terms of accommodation and travel down to Sydney. The council's really great for helping the arts community.
There's things like the Level Up program, but they also do the Regenerate program, which is where they'll pick maybe 8 or so artists and run them through a whole program that goes over a year or two, and you'll get different mentorship, different counselling, different support, and then from that you build connections with the curators at Roda or the curators in Brisbane.
With mentorship, Elizabeth, who runs the Level Up program, she puts everything into helping young artists, and so she helps to talk you through not just your arts practice, but the practicalities of running art as a business. Like if you want to sell your art, if you want to get into galleries, if you want to make films, whatever it is, she really helps to provide the insights to what's actually involved. Because getting good at art is one thing, but then negotiating contracts, getting funding, negotiating sales and prices, artists are pretty bad at that. Having the Gold Coast Council sort of help you through that too, I think is massive.
My impression was that probably in the last 6 years it's really ramped up, and the funding going towards the art is really significant, and it's a big part of their culture strategy that they have out right now, so it's a big priority.
It's definitely starting to pick up. There's a lot of independent spaces opening up, small spaces. We call like an ARI, like an artist-run initiative, there's one in Surfers now called Next Door. They seem to be providing great opportunities for artists of all practice.
I feel like it is thriving. I feel like there's so many opportunities. You've got Swell Festival that just finished, which is sculptures on the beach, which anyone can apply for. Places like Artwork Agency, which work with a bunch of emerging artists as well. And obviously your larger gallery like Roda.
I think Roda has always done a little bit to facilitate supporting artists, but since they've built the new gallery, they've really stepped up the visual arts side of things.
A place like Dust Temple has a lot going on, where they have art exhibitions, live music, and classes. There's a lot coming up now, venues like Mo's and Vinnie's, where they have lots of live music.
I feel like there's a lot of incredible artists here. A lot of good festivals and programs happening all the time, and I think it's just getting better and better.
I think now that we've established our presence in the beginning stages, I think it'll benefit us a long time in the years to come.
Underneath just the beaches, it's a beautiful place with, I think, a really booming, rich culture now, and I think it's only just beginning.
There's something special about the Gold Coast. I feel like nothing really compares. Even Sydney and Melbourne, I just felt like it lacked that sense of lifestyle, steady living.